So at break time, our unit would go down to the cafeteria. We would find a big table for a large group of people, and we would sit down there as a whole unit, and we would have our meals together. So not everybody on the unit, I meant like the people on designated breaks. Everybody who's on the same breaks, we would go down and we would sit down together to have our meals. That's what I meant. We have designated breaks. We have first breaks and we have second breaks. So once the first breaks people, they go down. The second break people, they would stay behind and look after the units. That's how we do things. Hi everybody, my name is Koi. I am a nurse. I work on a busy surgical ward at the local hospital. And this is how we do things. It doesn't matter if you're a graduate, if you're a senior, if you're a veteran, if you're a contractor, if you're a casual staff who only comes to work with us for the day. We would do this. We would sit down together and we would have our meals together like a family. A lot of the young people, especially the new nurses out there, they don't really do this. They find a quiet corner in the hospital. They would sit there with their phones and they would have their meals. Or a lot of the younger people, they also find their friends in other units and they would hang out with them instead of hanging out with their elders on this unit. That's okay. What I'm telling you guys to do is find what works for you. If it means going away from people, find a quiet spot to recharge. If that works for you, then do it, man. But you need to go on your friggin' break. Once you have transferred your responsibility to another person on the unit, you need to get to your friggin' break. You are entitled to it, and you need these breaks. Trust me, you do need these breaks. Don't try to be the hero, because you won't get recognized. People are not going to take notice of you. So don't do it. That's the first thing. And second thing, you need time to recharge. You need time to recuperate. You need time to take your minds off of things on the unit. Especially if you work in a high acuity area. If you work in a stressful industry where lives are at stakes, you need those freaking breaks, man. So get to your breaks. Forget about the unit for 30 minutes and focus on something else. Just go out there. If you're the kind of person who recharges well when you're around other people, do that. But if you're like me and you find that people drain your battery, then go find a quiet space somewhere. Doesn't matter if it's inside a hospital or outside a hospital. Or maybe if you want to do this too, go for a drive. Just get out there, man, and recharge. And once you come back in, you'll be fresh. You'll be able to do your jobs much better. And I think this applies to every industry out there. So get to your breaks. Fuck what everybody thinks. Do your thing, man. If it means being a loner, then do it. Because then you can do your job properly. And that's the whole point of going to work. It's not here to make friends. Well, you can make friends as well. I'm not saying you can't make friends, but at the end of the day, you're here to make money. And if making money involves you being good at what you do, then you gotta make sure that you get to your break so you can resume to do your job. Anyways, I don't normally hang out with the people on my unit because, as I've said, I need time to recharge. But last week, I decided to sit down with everybody on my unit and had my dinner. No, had my lunch. I actually enjoyed sitting down with these girls because we are quite similar. We are also newly graduated nurses. Some of them have been working for 5 or 9 years, but we are basically on the same ranking, if you will. But yeah, there's still a lot of differences. Don't get me wrong. I do not relate to a lot of people in my units because they are family people. So these girls, they were talking about their families and their responsibilities besides work are their children and their husbands. And of course, they will be talking about their family. They would be talking about sending their kids to daycare while they're at work and while their husband is also at work. And I can't join in these conversations. I don't know what to say because I'm not a family man. I don't have a wife. I don't have a child. I don't even have my family here in Australia, man. The only person whom I have here with me is my sister, but she's not even here. She's in Amsterdam. So I'm a loner. I can't really talk about my family. I can only share stuff about myself. And even my life is not that important. I mean, not that interesting. So all these girls, they are talking about, oh, they're going to Melbourne, going to the mainland, going to Queensland, going to mainland Australia to attend a festival, going traveling. These are the things that you can share with the people around you because they are interesting. And I do find them interesting. They get to do all these fun activities. And what do I get to do? Nothing. Anyways, the girls were talking about what they would do on their annual leave, their break from work. And there was a gap of silence where nobody talked about anything. We just sat in silence. And I thought, maybe I should say something. I told everybody, I am going on a retreat, a silent retreat for 7 days next month. And everybody was dumbfounded. They have never heard of such thing before in their whole life. What is that? So it's basically a youth program. It's for young people, I told them. And you go out into the bush, away from any civilization, and you will spend time with these total random strangers for 7 days without any technology, without any real communication. Nobody would say anything. We would all be in silence and we would do stuff together in total silence. That's the whole point of this retreat, to be in silence. And everybody loses their mind. They've never heard of such thing. You will be a completely new man when this is over, one told me. The other told me this is some sort of soul searching. And she shared that when she was younger, she also attended some sort of youth camps, but nothing like a silent retreat. And I get it. It's not sexy. It's not like I'm going to Melbourne or to any of those big cities where there are lots of people to do these exciting things. I'm going to spend time alone, in silence. Well, not alone, but with other people as well, but mainly in silence, so in solitude. And that is not attractive at all. It's not fun, it's not exciting. I guess there are many experiences in life in which I am yet to experience. I haven't been in a threesome before. I haven't had sex with a man before. I haven't been with a woman who has a penis. I haven't done heroin before. I haven't been to a music festival. There's so many things in which I haven't done. I haven't been to Thailand or to Amsterdam, where my sister is currently. I've been living a boring life. But this is important to me. I feel like this is what I need at the moment. And all those fun activities, I don't think I will ever need to experience them anymore because they are not important to me. I'm not saying this to be condescending and to tell everybody out there who is enjoying their lives, traveling and doing all these exciting things that they are somehow lesser than me. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying these are not important to me. I feel like I can only focus on God when I am by myself, when I'm deprived of all these other temporal senses, physical things, these temporary things. I don't need to experience them. I need to experience God, and I can only be with God when I'm by myself, when I can only focus on one thing. Yeah, that's how I think of this. And that's why I need this. Anyways, guys, do what works for you. I'm not saying you have to be a hermit. Do what works for you. And do get to your breaks, okay? Do get to your breaks so that when you return, you can do your job exceptionally well. Anyways, guys, I hope you're doing well out there. Stay strong. God bless. And I love you all. I really do. I'll see you next time. Peace.